100%, but I feel like something stood by me when I looked at the stats. Estes is still at 100% win rate.
For Onic PH.
For everyone.
Really?
Yeah, for everyone.
Whoa. Alright, so again, I think Estes might see a banning here. sunssparks locking in the X-Borg, which performed very well in the Game 3 that they last met each other in, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Renzio's X-Borg.
Not just Game 3, right? I feel like that's been happening all throughout the seasons. So many teams have been so proficient, but I feel like sunssparks just has that oomph, right? The X-Borg they built is not just pure tank. It goes a little bit more on the offensive side, which I personally like. If you guys have been following what I've been saying,
yep.
Definitely go for the offensive build, and it's been working out so far for teams. Pretty solid win rate for this hero.
Yeah, and I really do agree. sunssparks right here. The way that they play X-Borg is always not in the front. It's always at the back. He's looking for a way to go in back lines instantly just to mess up their position, especially try to catch all the mages and also the core heroes of the enemy team, especially for Onic PH.
Onic picking up that Grok, which might as well go on Greed or Oh My Venus, depending on what kind of heroes they can pick up. But Onic as well locking in the Esmeralda. Very good stats on her currently. 54%.
Yeah, I feel like that just goes into
your team
into the games where we saw it try and counter Harry and then being successful, right? I feel like that should be a bit lower if it just got beaten out. And I feel like they have the great comp to do this. Right now though, nah, I don't think it's a Rafaela. I feel like too soon.
Yeah, it's
for
way too
Rafaela.
soon.
And this is easily destroyed by a Kaja, by the way, so
yeah.
No.
sunssparks locking in the Kaja and the Akai. Pretty good.
There you go.
Way to, oh my god,
That's
this early? Before it gets banned out?
Yeah, before it gets banned out, because you want to stick with that win rate. I think they have seen the stats already.
They got
I like it.
SMX is going crazy. SMX, the room just blew up as Estes got picked up there.
They know it. They know what's up, and they've. I think they kind of know it from what we're saying, or they kind of feel it already. They haven't actually seen an Estes game fall yet. So.
Still 100%. You
Yeah.
can't imagine how strong that is, and the way that they can sustain and just just go aggressively. I'm just here at the back, and we'll try to sustain you. And Onic PH really successful with that. Oh My Venus with his positioning, really on point, and just targeting all the perfect allies where he can just dish out a lot of damage.
Going into the second phase of banning here, sunssparks taking out the Granger, leaving Iaknu with a few choices left.
Why don't we ban out the Claude so it'll be a fun time?
Ooh, well,
ban out
still,
the Claude or the carry.
Kimmy's still up.
That's right, Kimmy.
Kimmy is still
You think Onic's
up.
gonna pick that up though? I feel like that sounds like an Onic pick for me.
I don't know, I haven't seen...
They tried it earlier.
They did, they tried.
Yeah, Rafaela and then the Kimmy,
Yeah,
but it's not
Rafaela
successful.
There you go, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
haven't seen them do it properly, but carry
There you
here,
go.
taken out by Onic PH. This is looking like a wise Gushen.
This is better, because if Onic PH decided to not to pick the Gushen, sunssparks with the Kaja plus the Gushen is really dangerous. There's a lot of catch. Yes.
And JP Gushen, 100% win rate.
100% win rate.
Yeah, don't forget Greed plays a really mean Gushen as well the last week of the regular season. Everyone was so surprised. Everyone expecting, hey, this guy should be just on Cooper Rock, man. What's happening? Why is he on Gushen? So I feel like that's absolutely a good pick to pick up. It's a denial pick at the same time. It works. It plays towards their strength.
And one of the things about Onic PH is they can just move around the roles right there. And it really depends on the current draft of the enemy team, but for sure, I think it is a very good pick here for Onic PH. Easier for them to disable or at least end or prematurely end the last insanity, which is also one of the best ways for them to control the early game.
And it happens, ladies and gentlemen. The Gushen is locked in by Onic PH, denying it from JP, and now sunssparks contemplating what do we get here? We need a mage, and they get the Kimmy.
I like it, but to be fair, we still need something. We still need that something here. Finally, come on, just lock it in. I have been telling teams, just pick it up. Please pick up the Hellcurt.
This looks good. The Hellcurt looks good. Given Unox and the Kaja, this looks good.
Almost all of them
works
will be
well.
countered.
It works well against the Kimmy as well. Yeah, exactly.
Almost all of them, because imagine last insanity. How can you properly? Oh well, never mind, because Tembus will be locked in. But then again, Hellcurt should be a very good pick here for Onic PH.
I they reprioritize. Instead, they go for the Tams. It's a double mage setup for Onic PH.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like this actually works. Despite, FAMs getting picked up, I really didn't want the FAMs to get picked up, but it does work well with the Estes Esmeralda thing they got going on here. And that's definitely going to be resulting in a lot of pretty solid plays here being done by Onic. But this comp, it basically forces you to just go for the full 5-man all the time as much as possible.
Yeah, they're so sustainable. And I just gotta say, I think, based on this lineup, I have to give it to Onic PH. This is game 1 Onic for me. They can be aggressive very early. And the Kimmy on sunssparks side, as much as I want for them to perform, that Gusha denial was just too much for me. How about you, TDZ? What do you think?
Well, I'm more of a team fight kind of guy. I'll go for sunssparks right here. I really love how they're able to draft it properly, prioritizing the export. They knew that that Onic PH will go for that Estes. With that kind of preparation, you will disable the Estes at all and make it more difficult for Onic PH to again go with their playstyle, go with the plan.
Yeah, I feel like that's basically a good summary of what Onic is planning here. But again, their win conditions are centered around them being 5-man as much as possible all the time. If they get split up by sunssparks, which is what I would do if I was on sunssparks' side, this could actually fail. So I'm going to be putting it on a sunssparks game for this one. Despite
Especially the Kimmy, right?
Especially the Kimmy, exactly.
All right. Well, again, we are split here, 1-2. What do you guys think at home? Let us know. It's game 1 in a best of 5. So the first series is quite significant, but again, not as crazy as it would be in a best of 3.
That's right.
This is a grand finals matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and we're in for the long haul. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a crazy weekend, but I'm pretty sure you Mobile Legends fans out there are having a great time. I know we are over here at the Caster's Desk. Thank you boys so much for the good times. So we're not even done yet, but I'm already happy. I think we're going to be going into the Land of Dawn right here, right now. Game 1 in the grand finals. It's sunssparks versus Onic.
Y'all get ready to rumble here, ladies and gents. It is time. This first match is very, very crucial. It will dictate the tempo, and it will dictate whether or not Onic will tilt. I gotta say.
Yeah, this is also one part of that, because again, we all knew that Onic, once they need to get that good start, they need to get that early game for them to snowball properly.
Check it out, it's a mid export.
Oh, okay. So
wow.
Where's the mage? Okay, they went for a jungle invade on the top lane of Onic PH, which is also a good thing, because Onic PH, they heavily rely on the blue buff, especially for the Gushin. As long as you can deny the blue buff away from the Gushin, that power impact, the cooldown reduction is much more smaller. So again, it will reduce the impact or the early aggression of this Gushin as early as possible. And also the Esmeralda.
Right now, I feel like it's very easy for us to just say that, you know what, this Gushin's gonna kill this Kimmy over and over again. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think it's gonna be a bit more difficult for the Gushin to actually do that, considering there's a Kaja Kimmy right now.
Yeah, saying that the Gushin on Wise is gonna kill VJ's Kimmy is easier said than done. Fuzaken is on him 24/7.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see if there's gonna be any openings for sunssparks. Maybe sometimes they'll forget Kill VJ. Kill VJ's there, who knows? I feel like that's gonna be the case here again. Fuzaken, I'm surprised he's actually better at rock
right now. Kaja and well, this duo from the sunssparks are really strong, because the reason why I said that is because they're the one who's always setting up the plays for the rest of the crew, especially for Kill VJ and also JP to get that setup or to get that kills. Yes, it's quite difficult for them, but once they're able to get that early boost, again, sunssparks, we've seen it earlier, they can just snowball really hard. They need to make sure that that JP will be farmed really well for this one.
Yep, absolutely beautiful here for sunssparks early on. Getting that turtle already. Oh, look at that, Fuzaken flickers in. What was that flicker for?
I don't know, Greed was afraid though.
That was a weird flicker. This is what I'm talking about, man. The fear factor for these guys.
Well, they really need to control that, and well, now that they knew that the flicker is already on cooldown, they can play safely, and well, a little bit of at least try to get that fear done, or try to get that fear controlled rather. But a lot of aggression here for Renzo as well, but easily controlled by Dilar. Dilar, once he gets level 4 against Project Inferno, he can just sustain this lane right here, preventing Renzo to push this tier 1 turret in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I feel like the tier 1s are going to be a lot softer right now. KLVJ, look at that. No more protection. I think Sunsparks are just waiting for that. Renzo will be bursted with the Firaga armor though. DLR, he is on a mission. Of course, that is an export. Going to be very difficult. He can shoot while he is walking.
Oh, but Wise is there. Oh, the damage from the double Shadow Blade slot is not enough, but again, the Molten Sights should be there. Rafflesia with a nice Hurricane Dance, locking down Wise. The sustain from the S is not enough. While in the middle lane, KLVJ, Slither of HP. This is what you're waiting for. The
Oh my god,
sword,
by the
block.
Guardian's barrier!
Woo, let's go! Onic PH really on the roll right now, getting 3 kills out of that skirmish in the middle lane. While Rafflesia, okay, he knew that they're trying to steal through, but Renzo's also there. Can they sustain? Even committing that ultimate from Renzo, deleting Delar out of the map.
That was beautiful there. Again, I keep saying this, use that last insanity as soon as it goes off cooldown. That thing has the cooldown that you do not notice at all. It's almost always up.
What's crazy is this is shades of game 3 of their last series, wherein they're bearing down heavy onto Renzo, and then this buys time for KLVJ. KLVJ sure has died once already, but he pushed up top, and that's good.
Yep, indeed.
That's a good trade.
Oh, while that is happening, the Order of Brilliance will be committed, but there's 4 heroes, plus the Sword Spike, no chance for him to survive. A lot of commitment right now for Onic PH. While that is happening, again, Delar on the bottom lane, still trying to sustain that lane out of, just making sure that the export is also there while Onic PH is trying to get that turtle.
Well, I was saying, this is what they need to do. They need to stick together like this as a big, happy family. Just absorb all of the healing coming from the Estes, and they are getting ahead by a pretty solid amount in the map control, but not in gold.
Yeah. And talking about map control here is really necessary because again, this combination, the draft rather from Sunsparks, they need to destroy all the tier 1 turrets. They need to take down all the outer turrets for them to make sure that they're ahead. Choke Onic PH inside their base. That will be the game plan here. They need to go aggressively, hyper aggressively if you want to say it right that way.
Game plan looking real good here for Onic. However, of course, they are not out of the woods just yet. Do not forget that Kimmy is on the bottom lane. He's getting so much gold right now, being flanked by Fuzakin.
Here's round 2. Check it out. Renzo once more facing the wrath of 4 members of Onic PH. Last insanity being committed here. Is he gonna get away?
The
Here's
rival!
the arrival by Rafflesia. Hurricane Dance catching him off guard. Wise looking really low. Is Wise gonna survive? No, he is. Oh, actually he is. He's still alive.
He's alive!
Wow.
Oh, the Kimmy on the bottom lane. What's happening?
Oh, he's already the turret!
Oh my god,
Wow.
seriously! And all of this while Onic is on the first tower on the top lane.
Wow, right now another last insanity.
Renzo!
Shadow Blade Daughter plus the ultimate again. Falling Star Moon. Again, the transitioning from Kimi right here, from the bottom lane into the middle lane. As long as Fuzakin is there, KLVJ can do anything that he wants.
Yeah, and the tower is still up on top.
Wow, keep in mind, it's only 60 minutes in.
I cannot believe this.
This is unseen. I have never seen anything happen this fast.
Yeah, man, it's
So
already
fast.
5 turrets.
What is happening right now? Again, Onic. They were kind of looking real good here, but what happened? They suddenly dropped the ball, all for the cost of putting a top tier, a level 1 top tower to half.
That's it. And a few kills.
That was in 1 kill.
But the conversion rate is so low.
Yeah.
My god, seriously though.
Onic PH really needs to keep an eye on this Kimmy. This should be their priority because as long as they can kill down the KLVJ, this should be a much more easier fight. Because again, without KLVJ, the responsibility for the damage will be up to Renzo and JP. But they need to use all of their cooldowns first, and their ultimates first for them to be successful. And however, turtle fight now. Rafflesia trying to push back Oh My Venus and Wise, making sure that the rest of Sunsparks are able to escape. However, Greed also there with a nice 1000-pounder, getting the secured kill on Delar. Renzo also there with a slow Order of Brilliance. Fuzakin still in the back lines though, not available for any Divine Judgment.
Wild charge, very, very close. Renzo still does not have Firaga armor. It's the fullback. Wise, he's doing good job, but will get shut down. The dive. Oh, Fabiano! Oh my god! LBJ solo defending against 3 people, picks up 1. Can he clean this up? Oh my god, that is so close.
Wow, I think they're going for a counter initiate. Yaknu with the emote. Oh, the dash! KLBJ still trying to find this one out. The main was got it. Oh my Venus!
Oh my Venus!
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
That was really insane. Arrival here, Raflesia going for a turnaround. Unfortunately, there's no blender at all. The slow is not enough.
That was insane, man. Again, they're starting to flex. This is good thing about these guys. They're flexing.
Yeah.
But after all that notice, still not a single turret.
Still
not a single
Not a single turret.
Wow.
Well, maybe on the bottom lane in a few moments, but otherwise, other than that, absolutely not as worth as you think it is.
Well, you see, slowly, Onic PH, they're filling it right now. They're ahead by a little amount of net worth, but still, that should be a component for their core items. Ladies and gentlemen, looking at the items right now, Onic PH on the Esmeralda, played by Yaknu. He already went for an early Holy Crystal plus the Calamity Reaper.
Oh,
that
yeah.
magic shoes, it will lower the cooldown of the Frost Moon Shield. So it means that he can just prolong the fight. He loves to prolong the fight. But the problem here is Renzio. They need to keep an eye on Renzio.
Check it out. Oh my Venus just picked up Queen's Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Queen's Wings on an SS.
He will never
My
die.
god, he is not gonna die. Absolutely. Just adding immortality. That's a pullback onto a Grok. What happened there? That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah. And also a perfectly timed Divine Judgment here from Fuzik, and he really waited for the power of nature to end before he can just pull. However, here in the middle lane, the main of the Moon God is slowing down Renzo, keeping him inside. The only thing that he can do is just use the fire missiles, get those scraps, and then try to count or prevent or try to use wait for Onic PH to use all of their ultimate and the skill before engaging.
Now look at that, KLVJ. Good damage output, secures the Lord for sunssparks. Onic, what is happening? You are giving away a lot of objectives on the map, but not really trading anything for it.
Yeah, and as you can see, 5 turrets down for Onic PH and 1 only for sunssparks. They really need to do something about this. They need to stop this bleeding for Onic PH.
Yeah.
And already the Lord is also marching into the bottom lane. So how can they split this one out? They need to at least send someone to defend this bottom lane in a few minutes.
It's so weird because we're almost dead even on gold, so they're not lacking in damage at all. So I don't know why they're so hesitant to go and try to catch out KLVJ here.
Again, it's easier said than done. Fuzaken here doing very well to protect his carry. It's amazing. Oracle being picked up right now by Renzio, and the glowing wand by KLVJ.
Okay, energy transformation will be a very big problem here for Onic PH. The burn will just constantly burning the HP of Onic PH here. However, might see an engagement with the falling star with perfectly timed Order of Brilliance. Again, the nice dodge from Yaknu. He might get burned out. Cross Moon Shield plus the heal. And the damage from Oh My Venus taking down JP. Raflesia trying to run away. Slowly, but Fuzikin is also there. The damage has been dealt. 2-4-0 exchange right now. Dilar trying to run away. Their target has been killed. Make that 4-0 exchange in favor of Onic PH.
They're winning the team fight, but their base is definitely suffering. So they got a lot of breathing room, but this is far from over.
Yeah. Smart here by Wise to just clean up the jungle on the side of sunssparks. Choke them out of what they can, because obviously it's a blue map, but if they can take some of the creeps and some of the farming, then that'll make the gold gap a little larger.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more, and again makes it a little bit easier for the team fights to go in their favor. We're gonna have to wait and see if that's gonna happen though.
Queen Wings, I guess Estes will go for an Oracle here. Hold that thought. Nice catch. JP shutting down Iyaknu. That's the first death of Iyaknu, ladies and gentlemen. Sidelines, 37 seconds. Onic PH. This is what I'm talking about. You had the opportunity to take down all the objectives, but they prioritized clearing out the creep wave first. But again, the bottom lane turret is still up and running, so I guess that should be a lot of gold. Should be a lot of gold on the side of Onic PH if they really went for that one.
From that 4-0 trade, they just got 1 turret.
Just 1 turret.
Just 1. So the conversion rate on Onic, they really need to work on it.
So, the thing for Onic, the thing they got going for them, there's so much standing gold on the map right now that they can take from those towers if ever they choose to.
However, top lane, Renzio without the Firago armor will be forced to disengage, wait for another full Firago armor here. Greed moving forward, trying to look for or trying to gather information if the blue is still alive, but unfortunately one of the best ways to again control Onic PH, just remove the blues, take them down one by one, and try to engage afterwards.
Yeah, engaging is going to be a pretty big step here for Onic. If they can get the confidence to actually go for JP and go for something, you know.
Yeah, but Greed here, still on the front lines, looking for any other lone heroes here for sunssparks. But you need to keep in mind that it doesn't matter if you're a tank. The pure damage from the fire missiles will still rip your HP, and you also need to respect the damage from KLVJ here. He already have the BOD, he also have the glowing wand, and another necklace of Durans here for the Lunox. That's a lot of negation from the HP regeneration for Estes.
And now those sunssparks, they are seeing if they can go for a team fight. Is Onic ready to face this? The falling star mode goes in. Yaknu gonna be hesitating a little bit, but sunssparks, I don't think they can last against this. The onslaught is there, but the healing is also real. Right now, oh my goodness, keeping everyone alive. Last insanity for Renzio. Can do something, but not completely. Right now, they are able to defend.
Oh, again, Falling Starman being charged up by Yaknu, but they're just pump faking it for a while, making sure that the reflexes, or at least try to buy a little bit more time for Greed and Rafflesia to go to the tier 2 turret. That's the thing that they need to do. Take all the resources, go for the counter play, try to go for the mirror plays rather for Onic PH.
Yeah, I feel like the mirror plays are... I don't think that's going to be the play here. But again, what Onic is doing right now is they are going for the standing goal, like I said earlier. I mean, we are far from even right now in terms of gold. So, oh, look at that. Renzio forced to use Last Insanity and make an escape here. Will Greed stop it? No, it will not. Apparently, Fuziken is there to save day again. Kind of saves them, but the Lord is a real threat.
Yeah, and the Lord will be the next objective here for both teams. Onic PH, they really need to at least get this Lord for them to take down, or at least even it out when it comes tower counts. But Renzio and also the rest of sunssparks are quite ready here. They're all grouped up together, waiting for a good opportunity for them to go in. Great moving forward, still trying to soak a lot of damage here. Perfect timing again for Fuziken. Wild charge into 3. Again, Renzio still not enough damage here. Greed, the sustainability from all is there. Again, the damage from this Christian, able to take down 1.
Oh, Wise going for a chase. Rafflesia going to be taken out there. JP, he's not long for this world. Being chased by 3, and that will be a triple for Gusher.
Oh, he even cancelled the TP. KLVJ tried to fight against 2 enemy heroes. Greed will be taken out. Yaknu, what are you doing? Why are you chasing KLVJ like that? Oh, you need to KK. Oh, he's just buying time. Onic PH getting the first game away from sunssparks.
Absolutely beautiful there. That is what you want to see there.
1-0.
Onic, 1-0 for the guys in black and yellow.
I really want to commend the Grok right there for the last clash. He